Hello, everybody. I'm Tiara Johnson. I wanted to upload a video about all the beautiful things that God did at Millions Conference. That was a really blessed conference just for me to be able to be in the room with everything going on, from me having my children and not actually having support throughout the week like that. I actually prayed and fasted, and I was genuine in heart about me actually wanting to be there. And it was on my mind heavy. I really wanted to go. I prayed about it, and then after that, I had no choice but to let it go because it was really in the back of my mind with everything I had going on. But one day I felt like, okay, I'm seeing this again about this conference. I really need to do it. Um, and I felt like I couldn't go to sleep without at least paying for my ticket, and I would figure everything else out. So prior to me doing that, maybe a few days before, I saw this video on YouTube. It was this young lady uploading a video about Millions Conference the prior year. She was talking about how her just being obedient and being humble of heart, so many blessings came through for her, and it was just by the grace of God that I even watched it, because I don't open up a lot of videos on YouTube unless I'm trying to learn how to do something, or it's like pulling up the topic of something that I'm needing. But when they're talking about different things about God, I just be really careful with it. And I just felt like I needed to watch it, and it really blessed me watching it. It even pushed me to want to do everything the right way so that I can be out there in the conference. The reason why a Millions Conference is so big for me is because I have all these different gifts that the Lord has given me. He has blessed me tremendously. Like, I used to be like broke down, like hurt, disgusted, just tired of everything that's going on. But even though I was catering to it, I was the reason why things were happening. It was just who I was surrounding myself with at one point in my life. People that were always down, people that had inconsistent personalities, allowing people to say things to me and me just feeling like there is somewhat true. It's like I was in constant cycles until I had my mind made up that I really wanted God. And at this time where all this was going on, I really thought I was saved, but I wasn't. And it was like a religious type of manner, because if you're going to be serious about God, you're going to be serious about his business. You're going to align with his word and everything. And I wasn't there. So I had to go through a lot of trials and everything. And that's why Millions Conference was so important, because you could possibly have a burnout when you're trusting and believing in God for so much, and nothing around you seem like it makes sense. But that's the thing about faith. Faith pushes you. And my spirit I just felt like I needed to go to this. I needed to get it done. I needed some answers, and actually going, it made me realize, like, nothing is really difficult at all if you put yourself out there. You're going to be in the right place at the right time, and God will allow you to walk through thresholds that you never thought you would walk through. So, of course, Millions Conference is with Tiphani Montgomery and all the different people that she invited. These were people that were already millionaires, and they were sharing their thought processes and who they surround themselves with. And iron sharpens iron, so it's super important to have those people to hold us accountable. This season is very intentional for me, so that's another reason why I had to go. Another big thing is I'm always waiting on people to be in agreement with me and going to go do something and going to different places. But this particular time, I didn't let anybody know that I was going. I basically just booked what I needed to book, and I didn't think about who was going to be there. I prayed about this thing. The Lord put it on my heart to take care of it. When I tell you, everything went perfectly. I didn't have any flight issues. I didn't have any room issues. Usually when you go into Atlanta at this particular hotel, they make you check in at 4 o'clock. I was able to check in once I got there. I wasn't even super late for the conference. They ended up starting the conference late. I missed one person, which was, I want to say, her name is Pastor Bev. I didn't really get to hear her speak, but I did see a great miracle. She was obedient and prayed for this lady. The prayer went forth. The lady received it, and the lady that she was actually praying for was in a wheelchair, and that lady got up, pushing that wheelchair out of there. And Pastor Beverly was basically saying we should all be able to see miracles in that manner. We all have to believe and make sure that when we're praying, we're in agreement. That way, who we're praying for, we can come in agreement with them, and their healing can take place. So I did not get to hear her speak, but I did get to see that, and that was really beautiful. So the meat of this video is that I put myself out there. I trusted in the Lord. I prayed about it. I went on a fast. I realized some things about me and my bloodline and my family. And I wanted out of that. I wanted out of those cycles. And I was already praying and everything. But it's like when you're putting in the work and you go and be around these people that are motivated, that are wanting the same thing that you're wanting, it's electrifying. And so many people, these millionaires, were giving their testimonies, and it really just increased my faith. And I basically got back home and got straight to business. So I wanted to upload this video before too much time passed and I kind of forgot about some things. I basically needed someone to take my picture. So I asked some people to take my picture, and they did. And in the midst of me, them taking my picture and then me taking their picture, I was basically encouraging them, boosting them, like, yeah, boo, you look good. Okay, now turn like this. Okay, let me make sure I take your picture like this. It's important for us to sow into each other and build each other up, especially when we're feeling like, okay, all these people are watching. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't know what they're thinking about me. I'm not really feeling confident in myself. All those things are not of God. So it was important for me to do what I know should be done. And usually when I'm like that back at home around people, they think that I'm weird. I'm just happy for no reason. Something is going on. And around those people, you fit right in. Those are people that are constantly looking for people like themselves and people like myself being able to sow into others. It's very important. So in the midst of me doing that, we came back out. They had a Covered by God that night. So those same ladies that I took a picture of and I was encouraging them and everything, they were actually out in the lobby when Covered by God started. So like I said at the beginning of the video, I was actually watching this young lady on YouTube, and she was talking about how she was taking these people's pictures, and it was so many people passed by and they noticed her. And when she went to, after one of the shows, she wanted to go and buy her a hoodie, and she was going to buy the person a hoodie that offered her a room. And the lady ended up buying the hoodie for her. She just had a really good experience, and she was operating in her faith. And that was me. So I came back out there. I went to, before Covered by God actually started, I came out there. I saw those same group of ladies. We all have each other's number now. We passed so much information, so many testimonies, so many testimonies about growth, just watching Prophet Tiphani Montgomery and the different things that she's just so like transparent about, and helping people to be in alignment, because some people just don't know. And when there's lack of knowledge and you don't know, it's just like you're stuck until you figure it out. So we passed all the information. They were just telling me that I was a light and they were appreciative, blah blah blah. Like, I'm thinking I'm just taking a picture and being encouraging how I really am, and it really helped them. And they were sewing into me, I was sewing into them. In the midst of us talking, like I said, everything is electrifying. Iron sharpens iron. Someone heard us speaking. They asked me to pass them my business card and said that I would possibly be a help to whoever her loctician is. Another lady walked up. She had locks. She's sewing into me. I'm sewing into her. And by the end of it, you know, we were talking about Covered by God. They were about to let everybody in through the doors. I did not have a Covered by God ticket, but I wasn't willing to take no. I was going to get in there by all means necessary. It was really good. So I'm talking to these group of ladies. One of the girls that said she overheard us speaking and she wanted my business card to give to her loctician. She said that she had extra tickets. She said that her friend said she was going to come and then she couldn't find an Uber to get there. So I'm in line thinking I'm about to get in off her ticket. And then I walk up to this lady. She had a baby in her hand. I know her baby was young. I left my babies back at home with the nanny that the Lord led me to. Everything went perfectly. But I walked up to this young lady and I was like, I'm so happy you got a chance to come because you have your baby with you. Your baby's so well-mannered. Like, it's a blessing that you even able to be here and stuff, especially with your baby. You ain't allow anything to stop you. And she said she had been Covered by God before. I believe she had been to Millions Conference before. And she was actually waiting on her mom. She was standing with her friend and holding her baby at the same time. Well, the girl that I was talking to in line with before, she said that her friend was actually coming. So I was like, well, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't have a ticket. And the lady I walked up to with the baby, she said, oh, that's not a problem. We have extra tickets. I'm waiting on my mom to come down there. She has an extra ticket. So it was just so electrifying how God was working everything out. Covered by God was so beautiful. It was so informative. It was so record-breaking. That was the topic. That was the title. It was record-breaking. So many people in that room just really wanted God and really wanted to break free from these cycles and evil covenants and these evil time release of just, what should I call it? Of curses, of cycles, of just chaos. Everybody wanted out. It was like you had to demand some things to move. The Lord said, speak to those mountains and they shall be removed. So that's what we were doing in there. And it was beautiful. When I got out of there, I went and ate at the hotel I was in. I'm just still in awe of how all this worked out. So I'm in there eating. I'm speaking to everybody. I'm in a good mood. I don't have a reason not to be in a good mood. When I know that I've been spending time with the Lord, when I know that the Lord sent me to this place for a reason, when I know that it's something in me that has to be birthed out. I've been knowing this since a child. It's not about just being a millionaire or a billionaire. It's about what the Lord has placed in me, the boldness, the information, the resources, the heart, the humility. Like, I've grown so much, but there is something still in me. I've been knowing this since a child. I mean, a lot of people talk about them being chosen. I didn't really have a word for it, but I knew that the Lord loved me. And that's what helped me. Like, that's what helped me. Nobody taught me how to pray. I just started talking to the Lord. I had to trust him. He had to reveal stuff to me, and that's the beautiful thing about growing in him and growing in faith. So I'm in the restaurant at this point. I'm ordering my food, and one lady walks in. Like, anybody I can reach out to, I'm giving them a business card. But one lady walked in, and I spoke to her and letting her know what I do, and she actually took off her bunny and she was like, okay, well, I have locks. It's hard to find people, blah blah blah. We just started talking about how good the Lord is, talking about testimonies, and she's talking about her relationships and how things were and how, you know, her spiritual growth, and I'm telling her about me. And it's just a beautiful conversation. We're completely strangers, but I felt comfortable. I felt like we weren't strangers. And there's that conversation. We switch numbers and everything, and we talk. She's kind of telling me about some things she has going on that I aspire to do, but she doesn't necessarily know. But I'm knowing that You know, divine appointment is very important. I know that the Lord will allow you to meet the people that need to be in your life, that need to be able to help you along the way, and vice versa. So I'm knowing everything is happening for a reason. Well, we end up going up to our rooms to get ready for the next conference day. We had to be up early. We had the conference the next day. It was super beautiful. Like, everything was electrifying. All I know is once everything was over, I went up to my room, got comfortable, dressed down, did what I need to do. And that same lady that I saw eating my dinner that night, she was actually about to call me, and I was coming down from the elevator from my room, and I was like, "Hey, beautiful, what you doing? How you doing and stuff?" And she was like, "Did you get any merchandise from any of the people, anybody that was on the panel?" I was like, "No, I didn't get anything." I said, "I pulled it up online for me to be able to order it, but I never went through with an order." Well, she was like, "Well, it was one person from the panel that I feel that, you know, really relates to you, and I wanted you to have her book, so I bought it." I don't know how much the book is. I don't know what exactly she spent, but I actually felt connected to the lady's story and everything. So I actually bought a shirt, and at the time she bought a shirt too. We actually took pictures and everything. The lady's name is Tara Kalynn Smith. So I bought her shirt, and so what it says is earn, invest, repeat. The reason why I bought this shirt is because that's what I'm interested in. And the name of my business is Invest in Self. That means so much to me on so many levels with everything that I've been through. So I got her shirt, but the lady that I actually met at dinner, she was coming down because she bought the book for me. I had no idea this lady would buy this book, but it was so electrifying to me. It was such a blessing to me. Like, everybody I met, they was just like, "Wow, you have this beautiful spirit about you. You know, I know you're not from here, but we're wanting to go out to eat. We're wanting to, you know, just have you a part." And everybody was inviting me, but I didn't get the okay to go. And it wasn't out of fear, it's just out of obedience. You know, and I had these talks and exchanged numbers, and everything was all good. But I had to be obedient because coming out there was just about one thing. That was about my obedience. It was to strengthen me. It was to build me up. It was for me to get the strategy that I need so when I go back, I wouldn't die out. All I can say is that there is still a work that the Lord is doing. And I really needed that. And God bless Tiphani, and God bless the entire panel, everybody that was there. I really pray that they are operating in their faith right now, that they are setting these goals and having these deadlines, and so to launch whatever it is that they're trying to do. It's spiritually that everybody is in alignment, because that's what we need. So I just wanted to make sure I uploaded this video because I'm forever grateful. I'm forever grateful for the Lord allowing everything to work out concerning me in favor and gracing me in my path, like with everything. So that is it. Y'all have any questions about anything? If, you know, when Tiphani has another Millions conference, I would advise everybody that can possibly be there to be there. Because when I tell you, it was beautiful. And the networking was beautiful. Like, I prayed for that and God made it happen. I just didn't think it would be in this capacity. But yeah, that's it. And enjoy y'all night. Bye.